What is up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, welcome to my channel. My name is Tatiana Dueñas. Don't forget to subscribe. So for today's video, I decided to do a neutral glam ready for prom, since prom season is right around the corner. This is the first prom tutorial that I am uploading, so I am so excited for you guys to see it. This is definitely a very neutral, vibrant look. It definitely adds a pop of pizzazz, I guess. It definitely adds a really good finish to your prom look, whether you're wearing a red, black, blue, white, nude, any type of color dress. So this definitely goes really well with it. It's really easy, really simple, and really elegant. So if you guys want to know how to recreate this look, go ahead and keep on watching. Going straight in with the eyes, I'm going to go ahead and take my Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm going to go ahead and open that up, and taking this shade right here, I'm gonna go ahead and use this as my transition shade. So picking up my favorite Morphe fluffy brush, again I will be linking these down in the description. I'm gonna go ahead and pick some of the product up and dust off the excess and building that up to the way I want it. Once that is built up to the way you want it, I'm going to go ahead and take a more dense brush. This is from the same set as the first brush. I will be linking this down in the description box if you didn't check it out. But I'm going to go ahead and use this more dense brush, and I'm going to pick up my second shade, this shade right here. So it's a more dark, deepened orange. Pick this up and again build it up to the way I want it, working it into the crease of my eye. Once you are finished doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up my third shade, my angled brush. This is the Vintage Cosmetics Company little angled fluffy brush. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up my next shade, which is going to be this shade right here. A really pretty deep burgundy undertoned color. I'm gonna go ahead and pick some of that up and applying that to the outer part of my eyelid. Once you are all done with that, I'm going to go ahead and take my Morphe flat brush. It comes from the same collection as the last brushes, so again that will be linked in the description box down below. Spray that using my Smashbox primer water. This stuff is amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and use that to pick up the pigment that I chose for my eyes today, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy highlight. A really pretty gold. I really love how it blends out, so that's why I kind of chose it as the pigment for my eyes. I'm gonna go ahead and pick some up, and again dusting off the excess, I'm going to work that to add a little bit of definition. Once I have packed that on and got it to stand out to my liking, I'm going to go ahead and go back in with the dense blending brush and my Jaclyn Hill palette. And I'm going to go ahead and pick up one final shade. This shade right here is just a really nice burgundy brown. And I'm going to go ahead and blend the pigment with the rest of my eye, just kind of winging it out to get kind of a more dramatic bougie effect. I don't know, just to get kind of like a dramatic effect. wipe to get all of this fallout. Once that is finally blended to my liking, I'm gonna go ahead and finally take a makeup wipe just to wipe off all of this fallout from the eyeshadow. So I like to do this just to get more, kind of a cleaner look rather than you just wiping it off with like a towel or something where it like smears it everywhere. It's way cleaner to use a makeup remover wipe. After that, I'm gonna go ahead and line my top waterline using the Vintage Cosmetics Smoky Eye Pencil in Jet Black. So it just looks like this. To do is I'm going to prep my lashes for my falsies and apply my falsies. So for falsies today, I chose the Cocoa Lashes in the style 9 to 5. They just look like this. They're pretty and wispy. I'm so excited to try these because I never got my hands on these. So while I let the glue get tacky, I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes and apply mascara. I'm going to be using the Tarte limited edition eyelash curler that I had since like forever. I'm gonna go ahead and curl my lashes and then apply mascara just to have them be ready for the falsies. For mascara, I'm going to go ahead and be taking my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I love this so much. I'm gonna go ahead and apply a thin layer to my top lashes just to prep them for falsies. I'm gonna go ahead and then apply my falsies, and then after that I'm gonna add a thin layer of mascara just to make sure they're evenly blended in with my real lashes. So once that lash is completely glued on, I'm going to go ahead and go back in with my mascara and apply another layer. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye off camera, and I will be right back. Okay, so now that I have finished both of my eyes, we're going to go ahead and move on to the face. So for primer, I'm going to go ahead and prime my face using my primer water. To start, I'm going to go ahead and take my NYX Born to Glow Liquid Illuminator in the shade Sunbeam. So I'm going to go ahead and take some of that on the back of my hand, and I'm only going to apply this to prime my T-zone area, so my forehead, down the bridge of my nose and the sides of my nose, and my chin and my cupid's bow. So once that is all blended out and you look like a space alien, okay, I'm going to go ahead and go in with foundation. So for today's foundation, I'm going to be mixing two. I'm going to be mixing the Maybelline Superstay 24-Hour Full Coverage Foundation. This is so good. It has amazing coverage, and I'm going to be mixing it with the NARS Velvet Matte Skin Tint. This one has SPF. This is Saint Moritz, so it's medium 1 is the shade. This also has amazing coverage, so I find that mixing these two together gives you flawless photo ready coverage, which I think is great for prom. I'm going to be dotting those all over my face. And then you're all done. You know, this is how you're gonna go to prom. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and blend it in using my Morphe Highlight and Contour Sponge. I'm going to go ahead and spray that using my Smashbox Primer Water, Holy Grail again. So I'm going to go ahead and begin to blend everything in. has such good coverage. The first time I mixed these two together, I was like, holy shit, like, it's amazing coverage. I was shooketh to the core. Once that is evenly blended, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with concealer. So this is the Tarte Shape Tape, you already know. I'm gonna go ahead and apply that where you would normally apply concealer. So before I blend the rest of this out, I'm gonna go ahead and contour my nose using the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Makeup Stick for contouring. This is in the shade Where's Walnut. My go-to. This blends super easy. I don't have to mix anything with this. It honestly glides right on, blends right out. It looks amazing. Taking my Morphe M124, use that brush to pick up a little bit of product and start to slim out my nose. Oop, just a little bit from the sides. You can definitely do this with bronzer if you don't have anything that has to do with cream contour. I just find that bronzer is a little bit harder to blend out, so I really personally prefer a cream contour stick, and this one was only about $3 from Target, so I highly recommend looking for this one. They have different shades as well if that's not your shade. Once you have slimmed down your nose, you have snatched your nose, I'm gonna go ahead and take a flat brush. You guys have seen this before in my previous videos. If not, I will link the previous videos down below. This is just a flat Wet n Wild brush. It's a flat topped brush. I like to use this kind of to just jog the product down to the side of my nose. Done contouring your nose and snatching that right up, I'm going to go ahead and go back in with my Morphe blending sponge, and I'm going to go ahead and spray that one more time with my primer water, and I'm going to go ahead and blend all of my concealer out. I forgot what it was called for a second. To bake, I'm going to go ahead and use the Makeup Revolution Luxury Baking Powder in the shade Banana. It just looks like this. I'm going to go ahead and use my Airspun cap just to hold a little bit. For this, I've noticed that a little goes a long way. It has a very fine powder finish. And taking a smaller beauty sponge, I'm going to go ahead and just apply that to set everywhere that I put concealer. I also like to bake where I have my smile lines, just because it helps prevent creasing when you smile, for pictures and things like that, which I think is very helpful, especially on days like prom, because you want your pictures to come out super perfect. I'm then going to take a fluffy brush by Kala Cosmetics and just use that to pick up more powder and to set the rest of my face. after we are done setting the rest of our face, I'm going to go ahead and go back in with my Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm going to go ahead and take this rosy pink mauve looking shade right here. I'm going to go ahead and drag that on my lower waterline. We are all done with that. I'm going to go ahead and just brush off everything off my face just to make sure that everything is evenly incorporated. Now to bronze up my face, I'm going to be taking my Real Techniques bronzing brush and I'm taking my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Medium Deep Matte Bronzer. I haven't used this in so long, but from the looks of it, I loved it. It's just a really nice matte finish, so taking that, I'm going to go ahead and bronze up my face. Underneath my contour, I'm gonna go ahead and use what's left. Why am I going like this? In my cap from baking my under eyes, and I'm going to be taking that on my little beauty sponge and basically cleaning up right underneath where I contoured. While that sits, I'm going to be going ahead and going in with blush. I'm going to go ahead and use the Luxie 514 blush brush and going in with the Milani Tea Rose blush, just a soft, nice pink. I'm going to go ahead and apply a little bit to the apples of my cheeks. Now I'm going to go ahead and brush off what's left from my bake. And going in with lower lash mascara, I'm going to be using the Anika Long Lash Mascara. It just looks like this. For highlight, I'm going to be going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Omrizi highlight. I'm going to be taking my Tarte fan brush and just applying that. Once that is all finished, I'm going to be taking the NYX Liquid Crystal eyeliner. That's just the gold one. I'm going to go ahead and apply that to the inner corner of my eyes. And finally, moving on to lips, I'm going to go ahead and line my lips using the Kylie Lip Kit lip liner in the shade Dolce K. And then on top of that, I'm going to be applying the Anastasia Beverly Hills lipstick in Spice, so it just looks like this, a nice mauve pink. And then on top of it all, I'm going to be applying the Joy Cosmetics lip topper in the shade Skinny Dip. It's just a really pretty gold, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I will be right back. So this is the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this mini tutorial. I really hope that I helped you guys get a few ideas on what type of look you guys are going for this year for prom. Definitely more of a subtle look. If you really want to see different looks, then don't be afraid to comment down below in the comment section and let me know what you guys want to see next. If you guys decide to recreate this, don't forget to tag me in your pictures. All of my social media linked down below. If you are new, don't forget to smash that subscribe button as well as turn on the bell icon so you'll be notified every single time I post a video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. I'm gonna go ahead, rewind. Excuse me.